Hey everyone, Avi Arkishan here from AA Charts. Here's the analysis on QQQ. This is the 30 minutes we're looking at. There's two scenarios pretty much for QQQ. Let me just go to the daily. So let's see what's going on here in the daily. So we have this bullish uptrend. So volume came in. We have a decent price action, which we saw all around on the indexes and a lot of stocks as well. Now, I had bottom right around this area here on this trend line, or a slight dip for liquidity and back up. That's what I had. Can we still see that? Yes, we can still see it. But it's kind of phasing out as we are moving up, so we have to really pay attention to what's happening with price action now. So this here is the bearish scenario. We can still see this happening where we still get that this ABC coming down here. It's A, B, and C. We can still see that happening. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen because there's some pretty decent volume kicking in all around the market on Friday. Now, that's the bearish scenario, so I want you to be prepared for it. Let's just get that out of the way. Let's look at the bullish scenario now. So here's the downtrend. There's a downtrend. So I want to see QQQ break out of this. Now, the resistance line that we have, resistance level, is 516. QQ is currently at 508. So that's the levels you got to look at. This entire area here, that's the level that I will be keeping a close eye on for QQQ. Now, what could possibly happen is this. And this here is the bullish scenario. So this level here, I'm going to just mark this off. Over here, this is where things kind of flip bullish to bearish over here. So that's this 512. So you can see going into the market Monday, and SPY and QQQ may actually do the same thing. Indexes might do the same thing, where you see something of this nature. Price move up to this level, then it comes back down to test this trend line right here. So that will look like an A, B. What am I doing? Give me a sec. So you'll have that, like, hold on, I'm kind of losing it right now. So the path, let me just do this. Where is the path? Here it is. Okay, so the path that I'm talking about is like coming up here to this level, that 512-ish area. You can see that happen, or just above it. And you can start seeing a dip to retest this breakout zone right here. What would be that level that I'm looking at? That would be like somewhere around this area. Now, let me remove that for a moment. Let me show you in terms of Elliott wave perspective. You have a 1, you have a 2, and you'll have a 3, currently in 3. Then you'll have a 4 and a 5. And this is what that will look like. A 1, 2, a 3, right somewhere here, 5, 10. Gonna have a slight pullback. And then you're gonna have this, which is gonna be like those. It's gonna set up like a Wyckoff distribution, where it's gonna look like somewhat this here. Let me remove this. So you have this. This is a bullish scenario going into the market. You have this right around that 512, 513, 14-ish area that we talked about. Then you're going to have that pullback, and that pullback is going to come back down somewhere around here. Somewhere here. Let's do an ABC. It's going to come back down to probably test this trend line around the 503 area right there. So that's what I am looking at right now. You may have QQQ going up to that 512, 513 area and pull back down to that 503 area to complete that entire wave 1 setup before a breakout. The downside is, which I showed you before, is that you have that rejection and it starts coming back down and it breaks below 496. So that's something I want you to be cautious of. So we have to be prepared for every scenario and manage our risk. Let me look at the price levels really fast here. So if we're looking at the price levels on QQQ, on TradeEthics, we have the whales targets. Right now, whales have resistance of 520. Currently, they don't have any support. So resistance level will be like that 520 area. But I think you're going to see resistance at 512, 513 before we have that pullback. And that 520, which you just saw that I put up here. See that resistance? 520, 525, 535, which is our targets. I have the 516 and 520 marked off here as well. So they're trading with technical analysis as well. That's my QQQ analysis for March 3rd. All right, I'm out.